So I'm going to read a quote to start our practice as everyone's getting comfortable. Shada, love the blanket. I think that's highly recommended for others if you're not in a tropical climate to have a blanket. Anything that tells your body, this is a comfortable time, this is a safe time, this is a warm time, that's helpful for this type of practice that we'll do today. And I'll share this quote. It comes from a story from the Sufi tradition that I read and was deeply touched by. And this teaching says, overcome any bitterness that may have come because you were not up to the magnitude of the pain that was entrusted to you. Overcome any bitterness that may have come because you were not up to the magnitude of the pain that was entrusted to you. Like the mother of the world, who carries the pain of the world in her heart, each one of us is part of her heart, and therefore endowed with a certain measure of cosmic pain. Our first practice as we start is just to allow ourselves to be with our own discomfort, which is essential. If we are to be part of a world that needs us, that's calling for us. So if you haven't already, you can allow your eyes to come to rest, whether they're closed or half open, whatever feels comfortable. You might allow the body to come to rest as well. For me, that means dropping the shoulders and letting my belly and face soften. Might take a moment to just show up in this present second, right now, what's happening. One thing that might be happening is lots of thoughts, words in your head. You might be hearing some background noise or feeling some discomfort in some part of your body. This is what's happening right now. So within the structure of our seated body, you might notice that air is coming in and going out of this body that's sitting here, that is us. Notice the space that air goes in and out of in the body. Undoubtedly, as we're continuing to settle, there will still be thoughts happening, some extent for our whole practice. And you can just noticing that they're there, but allowing them to just fly overhead. You stay here rooted, sitting down where you're sitting down. Breathing in and out directly from the heart, as if your heart itself is breathing. Breathe in and out of the heart, just noticing the sense of feeling in this space. Noticing it fluctuates. It may feel one way when you inhale, it may feel a different way when you exhale. One breath may feel different than the next. We'll begin our practice by considering somebody who we deeply care about, somebody we really love. Might just imagine their presence for a moment, see what their face looks like in our mind's eye. How does that feel in the heart to just breathe in their presence? Breathing in warmth, love, connection. Breathing out to just let that settle. This person who you care deeply about, their life is not without struggle. Consider now for a moment something that you know that they struggle with, something that's very difficult on them. As you inhale, inhale to welcome in this sense of tenderness for their pain and their struggle. Welcoming and allowing this to enter your experience. And on the exhale, just allowing this to settle. Inhaling this sense of deep tenderness for this person that you care about. Of course, you don't want them to struggle. Of course, they are struggling because they're human. This feels intense. You can always let this leave your mind at any time. If it feels like you're not quite there, you might picture what it's like for them when they're really struggling. Inhale this in. Breathe this in. Allow this to be part of your experience too. Now, continuing with this, continue to breathe in this tenderness and difficulty on the inhale. And on an exhale, breathing out from the heart, the deepest wish that this person does not struggle anymore. Inhaling this tender struggle and exhaling this deep wish, loving wish that they no longer suffer. Just experimenting with this a little bit. Inhaling in, breathing in the struggle, exhaling, seeing and wishing that the struggle is removed, and imagining what that would be like for that person. Allowing the heart to fluctuate. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Doing your best to not get stuck on either one. One inhale and one exhale at a time. Imagine now for a moment that they are looking at you. You can see through their eyes. Seeing yourself from their eyes. And they see something that you're struggling with. What is it? What have you been struggling with recently? And they begin to inhale your struggle and exhale the deepest wish that your struggle is alleviated. Feel what this feels like. Breathing in your own struggle. Breathing out the wish that it gets better. Whatever it is that's been challenging for you recently, fully welcoming it into your heart on an in-breath. fully wishing yourself well on an out breath. Might broaden this category. Who are some other people that have a similar struggle to what you've been dealing with recently? Perhaps if it's a blood sugar related struggle, you might consider others with type 1 diabetes, or if you've been having moving stress, you might reflect on all of the people who are moving right now. That's simple. And now when you inhale, inhaling the struggle of this whole group of people. Exhaling the wish that all of these people see their difficulties alleviated, removed, lessened. Holding both the difficulty and the sincere wish for improvement. Considering briefly an even wider group of people, perhaps all people that are wrestling with this emotion that's been challenging for you recently. Perhaps it's sadness or stress or anxiety. Perhaps it's fear. And breathe in to your heart for all people who are confronted by this emotion. And breathe out from your heart for all people to see this disintegrate. Reflecting with each breath that this experience is not only yours, but rather a human experience shared by many. Finally, recognizing that all of us are struggling in some way. You begin to breathe in for all beings everywhere, human and not human. Recognizing that this pain is just part of the deal of being alive. Breathing in for all of these creatures. Breathing out. Sincere wish that the pain is lessened or goes away. Breathing for everything. Having held this suffering of the whole world for a few brief moments, let us turn our thoughts to Ukraine and all other places torn by war and destruction. Breathing in the enormous magnitude of suffering that's happening in all of these places. And breathing out the most honest, clear wish that the pain is lessened. Letting go now of any intentional reason to breathe, and just notice the fact that this body sitting here is breathing. Sitting for a moment without agenda. Feeling the remnants, the impact of your practice on your body and mind. Just this here now. Close our practice with a beautiful quote from teacher Chogyam Trungpa. As our own heart is opened and healed, it naturally seeks the healing of all it touches. When you awaken to your heart, you find to your surprise that it is empty. There is nothing there but tenderness. You feel sore and soft, and if you open your eyes to the rest of the world, you feel tremendous sadness. It occurs because your heart is completely open, exposed. It is the pure, raw heart. It is this tender heart of a warrior that has the power to heal the world. On your own time, finding a way that makes sense to you to close your practice over the next few breaths. May all beings be happy. May all beings be safe. May all beings be healthy. May all beings live with ease. On your own time, coming back when you're ready.